We've just been watching a CBS News special report, and we heard President Biden addressing the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The commander-in-chief said he and the vice president have been briefed on the situation. Biden said he spoke with former President Donald Trump and that he is sincerely grateful that he is doing well and recovering. And he also sent his deepest condolences to the family of the man who died, Corey Campetor, as well as praying for the two victims who remain in critical condition at the hospital there in Pennsylvania. The president announced that he would address the nation later tonight from the Oval Office on the subject of unity. He said it is the most elusive goal, and while we continue to debate, quote, we're not going to lose sight of who we are as Americans. CBS News correspondent Charlie DeMar is in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, outside of the suspect's home in that neighborhood. Charlie, we're now at this moment learning that the suspect was rejected from the high school rifle team. And one of the people who knew him as a child, who was a former member of the varsity rifle team, said, quote, he was a nice kid who never talked poorly of anyone, and I have never thought him capable of anything I've seen him do in the last few days. What more can you tell us about how people there are reacting to who the shooter turned out to be?
We are getting mixed reactions on who this shooter was. On one hand, the account that you just shared is one. Another one that another classmate that I spoke to said he wasn't the closest of friends with him, but described Thomas Crooks as a loner, that he would sit alone at lunch. They didn't have many friends, and said that he was frequently bullied. That was made abundantly clear. But everyone who we have talked to said that they did not think that he was ever capable of carrying out what happened yesterday.
All right, Charlie DeMar for us there outside of the suspect's home. Thank you.